the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Precious few games left before playoff time as the all-important playoff seeding starts to solidify. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy
Stop
like
it.
this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq.
Stop
Not
it.
just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me a one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the
But
league.
you said you just
I
called me
said
a
in a
one-way
long
player.
time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes, that's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish
That was
in his ways.
hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Well, that was outrageously fun.
That was pretty freakish, Ernie.
Oh, it was. Here's
I
Kevin
already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Can they say anything different,
You lose a
please?
point.
Crap. Oh my god. I don't know what she's doing.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines.
Cheering for the wrong team, girls. Cheering for the wrong team.
Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone.
Let's go.
I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
I just like the
And
uniform
Doris Burke
Miami.
reporting from the sidelines. Take a look at the Cavaliers. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
Yeah, and as far as the regular season goes, this is as good as it gets. This truly, to me, is the definition of a rivalry. I mean, a game between these two teams has always been
Taking you right in the
special.
post, Dwayne.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen a ton of great games between them in the past. It's hard not to get amped up when they face each other. I've been looking forward to this one for a while.
All fueled up and ready to go.
Dwayne, I am
Let's check out
48
who's on the
minutes.
floor,
I'm just
courtesy
saying
of
right
Gatorade.
now.
So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with Jordan. And it's James in at the small forward position. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a big boy dunk right there. Grown man sledgehammer dunk.
That was a violent attack on the rim.
Enough said on that.
LeBron's 48 minutes too. Don't forget that.
Dragic dishes to Bosh. Wade drives in. Bosh double teamed. He feeds it to Winslow. Stoudemire kicks to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Nice defense, Mozgov.
Mozgov with
Like
the
I said,
block.
nice defense.
That's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Not exaggerating, but it's great.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Dragic gets the bucket.
Wow. I can't even score because my effing drink is in the way.
Now, here is Irving. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Mozgov, a screen on Dragic. Here's Irving. He kicks to Love. Outside Jordan.
Pick and roll, baby. Pick and roll.
Back to Love.
Loved.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And that one's good. Bosh has got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
It's a pick by Love. James, the pass to Love. Feeds to Jordan. Stolen by
That's
Wade.
a hell of a pass to Kevin Love.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Ball's knocked loose. The kick out to Bosh. Dragic dishes to Bosh. No good with the triple.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
The drive by Jordan. Stoudemire
He is
grabs
so
the miss.
out of control when he drives the ball. He's
He's
just
on
so
3
out of
fives
control.
shooting the ball so far. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
He missed
There are
that,
a lot
and he's
of
made a
big
3
names to
earlier.
deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for
I could just
LeBron.
isolate, you know.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here's Wade following the miss
I
by
don't have to do
Chris
these dumb
Bosh.
plays that don't ever work.
Wade kicks to
'Kay.
Stoudemire. Good.
Okay, game. I got a steal on LeBron. Can't block Stoudemire. It's been a freaking old man the last 20,000
Looking
centuries.
at Miami, they took their win in their last game against Charlotte.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away
Okay,
from home.
Dwayne over rebounds me.
No chance of that shot going in.
That's
Yeah, there
just.
were a lot of other plays. Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Miami shooting their first free throw of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. LeBron passes to Love to stop the run. Good, and the assist goes to James.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Winslow kicks to Stoudemire. Bosh, the screen. Outside, Dragic. 5 to shoot. Wade with it, picked up by Love. And here's Irving. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Dragic. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the strike. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to immediate. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the strike have been a little harder to come by.
Now here's Winslow following the miss by Freak.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the Heat sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter if they could get the most out of it.
And here's Irving following Chris Bosh's 3. Irving kicks to Jordan. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. The baseline J. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 8 points for Chris Bosh.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
James dishes to Jordan. Cannot hit. Dragic with some nice D.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Now here's Bosh following the miss by Freak. Bosh with it. Now defended by Mozgov. Stoudemire the screen. Dragic with a wide open look.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got his first points of the game.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Irving against Dragic. kicks to Bosch. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. That's 10 points for Chris Bosch.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Here's Wade. Dragic the pass to Winslow. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bosch sets the pick for Wade. A 3-ball. Cavaliers with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Here's Dragic after the basket by Timofey Mozgov. Bosch dishes to Wade. Takes the 3. Rebound, Love.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now Mozgov after Dwayne Wade's three-pointer that didn't go. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
A different look for Miami. Gerald Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Livingston in for Goran Dragic. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Heat in 5th.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
And the Heat with some changes. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Vasquez in for Winslow. And Cleveland also making a change. Roten's checked in. Now here is Varejao. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Picked by Varejao. 4 on the clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Miami?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And so Varejao hits them both. The Heat leading by 11. Here is Livingston. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bosch passes to Vasquez. Bosch, the screen. 5 on the clock. Off the pick. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Smith with it. Now Green defending. Back to Smith. Picked by Varejao. Smith kicks to Varejao. Roten dishes to Jordan. Takes the 13-footer. Jump shot is good that time.
Fold him, fold him.
Jordan's got it back down to a
One with the other.
deficit for the Cavs. Here is Livingston.
I'm not quitting. I'm not.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And a huge lead here early to start.
But my teammates are, and I'm pointing out Anderson Varejao is quitting.
The Heat shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And so here's Cleveland. James outside. He dishes it to Varejao. Outside Jordan. Trying his luck deep. Smith the pass to James. That drops.